All right, so we're here with good client and friend, Shawn. How are you doing today?
Great, man.
Doing good. Yeah, you've been looking good. The vein is coming out, so he's crushing it. And that's why I wanted to get you on, because you've been really smashing your goals and seeing great results over the past few months. And it's always inspiring to just share how you got there and what you've been doing to make it happen. So maybe as a start, just introduce yourself. What's been your vegan story? How did you turn vegan and why?
So back in 2018, I was dating a previous partner who was vegan, and she had encouraged me to give it a shot. We watched the documentary Forks Over Knives, and I was really impressed by just the power of plants as medicine and trying to how you can heal diseases, reverse chronic illness. I saw that as a chance to avoid heart disease and these other things that I have in my family. And then of course did more research in terms of how bad it is for the planet, mass farming of livestock, and how just detrimental that is to the planet, and how I don't really want to be a part of that. And clearly there is a way to eat only plants and thrive, get stronger and be healthy. So I thought, why continue contributing to the misery of animals and damaging the planet? And just, went ahead and transitioned to being vegan over about a month. And then I saw really good results to start off with. I lost about 10 pounds over the course of a few months. My squat and other Olympic lifts were going up. And I thought, okay, cool, this is great. I'm getting stronger. I'm eating way healthier. I'm not damaging the planet, for my own needs. But I was super bloated all the time. I lost weight, but I still felt puffy all the time, and gassy. And it's just, it was embarrassing to be in social situations. And it was a struggle also, eating with people. Obviously it was okay with my partner, but anyone else, it was difficult to try and be yeah, I know I'm plant-based, I can't really eat that.
Would you say that was your main struggle with the plant-based diet before we started working together? Like you said, you were losing weight, which is interesting. For me, it happened the same. I was not feeling the worst, but I was just feeling bloated the whole time, and then just not having that lean look that I had before going plant-based. So what do you think were your main struggles and frustrations being plant-based, besides the one you already mentioned?
Yeah, I say being bloated all the time was just a struggle. The gas was not great. I was told it would be only maybe 3 months or so, and 3 years later, still an issue. But I dealt with it because I was I feel healthy, this is good. I'll keep going with it, and maybe my body will figure it out at some point. There haven't been a whole lot of struggles because I've been fortunate, subsequent partners, because we're not together anymore, they've all been super open to the idea of being vegan, and I actually converted my current partner from vegetarianism to veganism because, she saw my results, even at the time before joining the academy, and was just this is a great way to live. But I can't say outside of the general discomfort and lack of progress at a certain point, I've had any huge difficulties, just because at this point in time, soy curls, tofu, all these kinds of fake meats and stuff, there's so many options to work with. It's not and especially because I live near Portland, there's so many good vegan restaurants. So it's if you want to go out with friends, it's either a dedicated vegan restaurant or they have great vegan options.
I mean, Portland is it's a great place to be vegan, definitely. How did you get in touch with us, and also how come you then joined the program if it was going pretty okay actually for you?
Yeah, so I ran across you on Instagram at one point, followed because I just liked the content and it was inspiring to see someone in your shape, but being plant-based. And then at some point you'd posted a story by one of your previous clients, Lennon, and I was okay, this guy has some amazing recipes, he has amazing results. I'm just gonna follow him and use some of his recipes. We connected over Instagram chat, it's built a little bit of a friendship and connection there. Fast forward maybe a year, I'd injured my back doing the standard weightlifting that I was doing. Because I had lost mobility and the ability to work out so much, I was gaining weight, getting less mobile, because I was restricted to physical therapy exercises instead of real workouts. And clearly that level of exertion wasn't enough to offset how much I was eating, and it was a struggle to try and eat less. So it got to the point where it's I didn't really realize how much weight I gained until after the program, and seeing where I'm at now versus the before photos, and I was embarrassed of where I was at. Almost.
No, I mean, yeah, we just talked about what made you realize you need support, and I think that's powerful because a lot of people maybe in your position might have been like, hey, yes, I'm seeing results, but it's not really where I want to be heading. So, but you still reach out for support and realize, hey, I can't keep going like that. So what would you say were the biggest results? What happened once you were in the program? Like, how much weight did you lose, but also how did your physique change? And also what came with that, like other maybe side benefits you got from the transformation?
So I think I started the program at the end of November in 2021. I was about 105 kilograms at that time, like 230 something pounds. And by the time, I did a check-in in early March 2022, I was like 194 pounds. So that was a solid like 30 pounds lost. I had way more definition, like, I can see my veins more regularly, especially on the elusive left arm. Like, this one usually shows up, but I could never see one on that side. I had abs for like the first time since maybe 2014. My legs were still as large as they'd been from powerlifting. Felt like I had more energy. I felt more confident in my skin. Like if I went to a party or the beach, it's like, oh, I'm fine taking my shirt off. I don't feel like conscious of my gut or like my man boobs or something like that. So just feel way more comfortable with myself.
Yeah, and we can tell that, like we've seen it now here in the retreat. You're crushing workouts, you're super fit, not just physically, but also like in your lifts, like you're doing handstands, right? You're practicing handstands as well. You have function in your muscles, not just the looks. You can work with it.
And that's been one of the other great things about the program is working with Niels, and he is super open to the idea of, I had been doing barbell lifting for many years, and kind of just like broke my body down doing those things, and I was like, okay, I need to change. And he was super receptive to the idea of, I want to learn calisthenics, I want to work with gymnastics rings, I want to not focus on like moving weights, I want to learn how to move my body and get stronger and bigger doing that. And it just like the confidence of like, I'm not amazing at handstands yet, or some of the calisthenics moves that I want to know, but it's like even where I'm at now, I feel so much more confident in myself. Being like, yeah, I can do a handstand, I can crawl around on the floor, all these things that I couldn't do because of my back or being so stiff and tight from the previous styles of training I was doing, and just from carrying around so much weight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So if someone's watching this video right now and is maybe thinking about the program, thinking about applying, booking a call, but is not really sure, what would you tell them?
I would say go for it. I know from my personal experience, I've been weightlifting, I've been teaching myself a little bit about nutrition here and there, just having life experience. And I thought I knew everything, and I thought I could do it myself. And clearly, I wasn't quite getting there, and then I started just like failing at it. So really joining the program was a chance to work with professionals. This is their full-time job. They know what they're doing. They really care about us as clients, and they handle everything, and they put all those different components together, nutrition, fitness, mindset, and just really made it so I could actually get results instead of being like, well, I know this, I know that. I don't really know how to put it together or like really actualize the results or the work that I've been putting in all these years. But joining the program, that was the way that was the key that got me to where I'm at now.
Awesome, that's good to hear. And you put in the work. I mean, you were the one doing all the hard work, but we're just sitting there and giving you the guidance. So kudos to you. You're crushing it. Keep it up.
Making really good meal plans, man.
Yeah, you like them? That's good. Which one's your favorite recipe?
Oof, the vegan Snickers mug cake.
Vegan Snickers mug cake. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, eating dessert while losing fat, that's the way to go.
That was insane. Starting the program and every breakfast was basically a dessert. I was like, is this Fritz's idea? He really likes dessert for breakfast, but hey man, it worked.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Total mind shift change too. Like going from, like the bodybuilder diet of like, oh, I just like eat whole foods. I eat all these calories, I get enough protein and lentils and chickpeas, great protein sources. That's not the way to go. I think it was the post where you mentioned, like it's about managing your fiber intake. Vegans over-index on fiber so much. And that was the thing where I was like, I think this guy's onto something. I need to check out this program. And yeah. Yeah,
a lot of people don't talk about it, unfortunately, but it's tough to hit your protein if you're only eating like high fiber plant-based foods. And I'm glad that you've been seeing the progress from following our recipes, and now you're putting together your own recipes soon as well. So that's awesome. And if you watch this video and you're inspired by that, you also want to eat Snickers mug cake for breakfast and lose fat and gain muscle. And you can click the link above or below this video to book your free call to talk about coaching, if or how we can help you. And then we can see where to go from there. And Shawn, thanks so much for your time. Keep crushing it, man. And we'll talk soon.